So the last part of this interview was only supposed to be one quick question from my daughter to Rachel, and instead the two of them got into a full-blown conversation, which I'm going to share with you here. Rachel was very gracious during the entire interview, and I hope you enjoyed it. We won't say everybody does, because I'm sure I'll get plenty of people going, what do you mean? So, okay. Come here, Mackenzie. My daughter has a question to ask you. So, this is, get in all the way so you can see. Okay, this is Mackenzie.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Mackenzie.
So,
do you like Twilight?
Yes, I do.
Are you Team Edward or are you Team Jacob?
I think that I'm Team Edward, but, like, I like them both.
Okay. Well, I'm Team Edward in the book, but honestly, Taylor Lautner's really hot, so I mean.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Do you read the books or do you watch the movies?
I actually read one of the books for the first time, like, recently, like, a month ago or something, and it was so good I couldn't put it down. It was the first one.
You have to read the rest of them.
I know. There's so much better. They leave so much out in the movie. Like, it's like Harry Potter. I read every single Harry Potter novel because I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. And I, like, love Harry Potter. I watch the movies, and I'm just like, I mean, this is cool, but remember that time? Like, they leave stuff out all the time. So I feel like the Twilights are like that, too.
Yeah, I never really read the Harry Potter books. I just watched the movies, and everyone's like, oh my God, you have to read the books. I'm like, I don't want to.
But she reads all kinds of vampire books. I mean, just...
I love vampires. Vampires and werewolves. I just love that stuff. But, yeah, you definitely have to read the rest of the books. New Moon's going to be, like, a hard read just because for most of the books she's depressed, and you're like, okay, you can get over it now. But by the end of the book, you're like, oh, that was so much better. And then Eclipse is a great book, and Breaking Dawn is amazing. I'm so excited for the movie.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait until the movie comes out.
I know.
I'm so excited about that. I have been, like, preparing for it. I was so upset because I missed the premiere of Harry Potter when we were in the house over the last one over the summer, but this is the last Twilight, so I'm like, I'm going at midnight. Like,
well,
I don't
Twilight's
care.
in 2 parts.
It is? It's going to be in 2 parts?
It's going to be in 2 parts. And it's going to be, did you know that she's pregnant?
Yeah, I knew that. I knew like that, and I read some of the spoilers, which I shouldn't have done, but I can't help myself. So I didn't realize it was 2 parts. I thought they were doing the whole thing into the 3 hours.
No, it's in 2 parts. Well, the book is technically in 2 parts too, because it starts off in Bella's point of view, and then it goes to Jacob's point of view, and then it goes back to Bella's point of view. So they just kind of did the movie in 2 parts too, because it's so much information in Breaking Dawn. It's just too much information.
Oh my gosh. Well, good. I'm still going at midnight to see it. Like, I have to be, like, the first one there. Do you dress up for the premieres?
Can we go midnight?
What night is it?
Yeah.
November 18th.
Wait, do you dress up?
Yes, I think you're getting that for your birthday.
Yes! Excited.
Do you dress up?
I have an Edward t-shirt, so I probably will.
I always dress up for the Harry Potter one, so I might dress up for this too. I just have to figure out how to dress to be a vampire or to be Bella. I'm not sure.
Just wear a t-shirt with one of their faces on it, and then you'll be fine.
That's true.
There's this one guy at the Eclipse premiere. I went to the Eclipse premiere, and this guy was like 40 years old, and he was wearing an Alice t-shirt. I was like, I love your shirt. Where'd you get it? Because I never saw an Alice t-shirt before.
Yeah.
And he's like, I love Alice. Woo! It was so great.
That's awesome. It's so funny.
It was a great time. The premieres are usually tons of fun because everyone's just as crazy as me.
Right, no, exactly. That's when the best time to go because everyone's a super fan and they clap at the end.
And they clap at the beginning, like in
Eclipse
when Jacob took his shirt off for the first time. Everyone was like, woo!
Yeah. The rest of the time it's boring to go because you don't get the same audience interaction.
Like, I went twice. I went on the premiere of Eclipse and then I went, like, a week later, and it's just not the same because
no, it's not. The people are not
the same. They're like, I'm seeing it just.
You waited in line for how many hours that day?
8 or 9.
Okay, who was the guy who bit you?
Okay. So Dr. Kyle Cullen went to the mall up in, like, upstate. So I went upstate for my birthday because it was on my birthday that he was at the mall. So we went upstate to the mall, and I waited in line for, like, 8 hours. And I had him bite me on my wrist. I was so happy.
Stop.
Peter Fasinelli. I was so happy. I actually cried, and I got a picture of it.
Oh my gosh.
She's just taken over the interview.
I am sorry. We'll go now. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Rachel.
That's one of your fans.
Oh, I love her.
I do too. She's a good girl. So I have great kids, so I'm very lucky that way. I wanted to thank you for taking this time to just have a real conversation instead of those. I love interviews with you, but the same questions over and over kind of get boring, and I think the fans will enjoy hearing you actually talk about different things. So wasn't it really nice of Rachel to spend so much time with me today? And by spending time with me, she's spending time with you. I want to say thank you very much to Rachel for this very long interview. We had fun today, and that's great to do. I think it's important for people to realize that the house guests aren't curious about the same things the fans are curious. Because we saw things they didn't see, we kind of think, oh, maybe they'll be curious about this. Well, they're kind of actually oblivious to it. They've played the game, it's over, so going back and finding out things that they didn't know really doesn't hold much interest for them. It's time for them to move on, and I'm grateful that they still want to spend time connecting with their fans, even if that means they don't want to rehash the season over and over again. So, thank you to Rachel Reilly, and have a great day.